Your sister-in-law or somebody's sister-in-law is significant. If it's not a sister-in-law, apply how it resonates. You can have a karmic sister, half-sister, stepsister, adopted sister, whatever. Spiritual court is now in session. All right, so give me one more on this sister-in-law, Holy Spirit. Okay. Okay, 911 will be called. They wanted to have you committed into the psych ward so that they can have full control over you and take everything that you own. Well, damn. So this sister-in-law and your brother was plotting on you. All right, an albino person is significant. You could be albino, they could be albino, somebody involved is albino here. All right, okay, so if it's not albino, maybe they're just light skin. Okay, so 911 is going to be called because this is what they wanted to happen to you. They was projecting this energy onto you. They wanted 911 to be called and for you to be taken to the psych ward. Wow. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let me pull some other cards and clarify this a little bit real quick because the first card out. All right, Holy Spirit. What's going to trigger this 911 call? Let's see. Wow, look at that. Paranoia, exhaustion, fatigue, defensiveness. This karmic sister-in-law is like, this is giving paranoid schizophrenia. Yeah, paranoid schizophrenia. That's the first thing that came to mind when I saw paranoia. You know, questioning motivation, like, you know, it's giving paranoid, it's giving psycho, it's giving tweaking, you wilding, you bugging, and you thugging. Like, that's what it's giving. Oh, God, I'm sorry. All right, it's giving somebody gonna be tweaking. All right, this person over here, they're gonna be tweaking, and somebody's gonna be like, yo, we gotta call the cops. Like, you know, they're gonna be like, I don't know, like something over the edge, like, you know, like, oh, so, you know, somebody's peeking through the window, you know, like stuff like that, like something weird. They're gonna be acting super weird and paranoid, and then they're gonna call the police. You know, your brother, because I'm seeing sister-in-law, so your brother is gonna call the police. You know, so yeah, that's gonna be somebody's karma because they wanted this to happen to you. Okay, bottom of the deck. Yeah, they was competing. You see, they wanted some type of obstacles, conflict to happen to you, but in the reverse, they couldn't do that. Okay, so they couldn't send that energy of conflict towards you. So that's what's gonna happen to them. All right. Okay, so let's see what else. Anything else, Holy Spirit, that the collective needs to know? And you will hear about this. Maybe they're going to need you to babysit or something. Babysit the kids if there's kids here. All right. Or your mom, your dad. Somebody is going to tell you about this. And that's going to be your confirmation that they was plotting on you, sending you that energy. All right. There could be money involved. You know, this could be why they wanted to put you in the psych ward so that they could take, it says here, to have everything that you own. There could be a will, an inheritance, property, land, something that was left to you, and your brother and her was in cahoots, probably with other relatives of yours. And that was her job, to try to have you committed, you know, doing some type of spell work so that you get committed into the psych ward. And now look how it's flipping and flopping on that ass. All right, a corrupt law official is involved in this. Yeah, like I said, it's more than one person involved. It's a couple here. Your brother and his wife, or his girl, if it's not a sister-in-law, take it how it resonates. Let's see what fell. 1 second. Trying to send an entity to your home. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying. Like, they're trying to send some type of entity of conflict, you know, that's going to bring conflict and have you in this paranoid energy. You see what I'm saying? And that paranoid energy was going to get you sent to the psych ward. You see? So, listen, this is going back to sender. Everything that they do. Okay, naturally. Went right back. All right, so somebody's fronting for the gram, okay? Fronting for the Instagram, fronting for social media, fronting for the streets. Pretending like they're good, but in reality, they're struggling or they're stressed, okay? Let's see. Yeah, the karmic is obsessively getting readings done on you or doing readings, or they do readings. Yeah, like somebody's like really going through some shit right now, but they're pretending like everything is all good, but they're really scared. Let's see, what's this? Look at that. Somebody's house got raided or it's going to get raided. Exactly. They're fronting for the gram like everything is all good, but they know that the feds is on that ass. They know that they're under investigation. They know that what they did to betray you is going to come back. Karma's going to spin the block. They know. They're expecting something to pop off. But they're fronting for the gram, acting like everything is all good, like everybody's happy. Nope. What else? Violation, probation. Violated probation. So somebody is going to be violating probation. Tell me more. Or if they haven't already. I think that came out yesterday. Whoa. All right. Let's see. There we go. Somebody's turned off. Look at that. You could be turned off with somebody and they want you to feel sorry for them. It could be a love situation or just turned off with somebody and the way that they move. They're grimy. They're toxic. They're karmic. There was a betrayal here. So somebody wants you to feel sorry for them after they did you dirty. That's not happening. All right. A Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius could be significant. This could be you or one of them. All right. You turned off. You don't want to do no apology. You don't want to do this with these people. Like, you're not. Yeah, look, you're not falling for it. And they're only going to apologize because they know that you're aware. Okay. So something that they're going to do, either apologize or something where they want you to feel sorry for them, is because they know that you know. All right. Let me pull some other cards. All right, Holy Spirit, tell me more. Look at that. They know that you know. And look, it says they want to know. How do you know everything? Yo, that is so funny. They want to know how you know everything. Look, God. Also, 911 is Archangel Michael. If you see that angel number, that's Archangel Michael's angel number. Okay, so 911, 911, you are protected. And that's another way, you know, Archangel Michael be giving you downloads, you be getting signs. All right, God be giving you dream messages. You know, the readings be giving you so much confirmation, so much clarity. So they're like wondering, how did this person know? We just know. All right, so let's see what else. So that's why they want you to feel bad for them, because they're gonna try to get back into your energy. But it's hard because they know now that you know what they did. Okay. Continue to stand 10 toes down. Yeah, look, somebody's getting haunted right now. Yeah, you don't feel bad that they're getting haunted. You don't care. I just said Archangel Michael too, right? Archangel Michael is pulling their toes at night. They're waking up with bruises and scratches. Okay. A tax evasion charge. Okay, that's another nightmare right there. So somebody's gonna get caught up for that. They're not paying their taxes. Tell me more. A bus driver is involved. This could be you or one of these people. They're holding a grudge. Okay, somebody that's holding a grudge is involved. The letter Y. Somebody's first name, middle name, last name has a Y. Somebody who has an old soul. This could be you. Sibling DNA test. Somebody got a sibling DNA test. Okay, to see if I don't know, somebody was trying to prove some type of DNA, and they got it through somebody's sibling. Okay, let's see what else. I don't know if this fell here, but the Three of Swords, if it did fall here, somebody is heartbroken. Somebody's stressed right now. Okay, this could be you that got a sibling DNA test. So maybe somebody, you have a child with somebody, and you got a sibling DNA test. Somebody got a sibling DNA test. Okay, we have here a life insurance policy. All right, so that's interesting because there was a news article that was talking about a father that passed away, and he left money with the life insurance policy. He left money for his children. Now, nobody knew that he had another child with another woman apart from his family. So when he passed away, he left on the will money. I think you could leave the life insurance policy. I don't know. There was some type of money in a life insurance policy, and the kid wanted that because his dad said he could have it. He was on the list, on the will, whatever. But then the other kids was like, "Who the hell are you? What you talking about? You my brother? Like, I never heard of you. Whatever. What?" And they had to get a DNA test, and I think it was a sibling DNA test to prove that they're related, something like that. Yeah, some type of DNA test. And it was because of the money that was left to them. So that's what that's reminding me of right now. Okay, so somebody could be going through something like that right now. Somebody passed away. They left you money. Okay, that's what I was getting to earlier. A brother and his wife. They took this money that was left to you. Something like that. All right, but something about a DNA test, though. Somebody who's maybe trying to prove that they're, the child. And that they deserve that money. Let me see what fell. Okay. Toxic son and mother duo. Okay, so there's something about a mother and a son here, and it says they are descending into lower realms of consciousness. Somebody's gonna be hell on earth. Like, we are gonna be manifesting heaven on earth. They're gonna be experiencing hell on earth, and this is what that's like: living in struggle, in poverty, in poverty-stricken karma, surrounded by death and destruction. Like, that's the energy that they're going to be living in prison, addictions and shit like that, sickness, so that's what somebody's going to be experiencing. All right, and then with this toxic mother-son duo, that could be what's happening here. Maybe it's, if you are going through that situation, somebody, the mother and the son, they don't want you to get some type of money that was left to you or something like that. Somebody that passed away. We got a sex worker here. All right. Tell me more. Somebody selling that poom poom or that ding-a-ling. Oh, you cannot make this up. Yo, look, and then it says here, they made many orchestrated lies against you. I just said this sex worker is selling that ding-a-ling or that poom poom, and Spirit was like, let me clarify that for you. We're talking about a community poom poom, okay? Yo, you can't make this up. Oh my God. All right. So, yo, Spirit is coming for somebody's poom poom right now. All right. So this person lied about you, and they could have said that you had a community poom poom, but the actual situation is that that's what's going on with them. All right. They're for the streets. Tell me more. And they're making money off of that. Like, that's what they do for a living. Instead of, getting a job or using their God-given gifts and abilities, that's what they rather do. Oh, well, everybody got free will. Tell me more, Spirit. Somebody tried to gag you with a gag order when you started to defend yourself. So you was defending yourself about something, and look, they lied about you. So you could be exposing what somebody, okay, what an ex-con did, or there's an ex-con that's involved in this, and they didn't want you to say the things that they did to you or the things that they was doing. You started to expose them and they started to lie. Again, we have here the psych ward. They wanted you to look like you're crazy, like you don't know what you're talking about, trying to discredit you so that nobody believes them when they start to hear the stories about the karmic. Whatever you were saying about these karmics, they didn't want people to believe the story. They wanted you to look like you was crazy, and people just brush you off like, oh yeah, you know, this person is just crazy. That's them again. That's the collective again, just lying, just, you know, just saying crazy shit. All right, a passed over loved one. Yeah, well, passed over loved one, I'm getting again, somebody left you money. Somebody left you money, they left you something, again, a life insurance policy, whatever, and they took it. Okay, they wanted you to look crazy. For many reasons too, because then with the putting you in the psych ward, that's the power of attorney that they wanted to get over you. So you see how it's all connected? They was like knocking two birds with one stone, or knocking 3 birds with one stone. The first one is if there was money left to you, whatever, the relative of yours wanted it by any means necessary. They wanted you in the psych ward, say you was crazy, get a power of attorney illegally. All right, getting a doctor involved and all this other shit so they could make up all this, you know, all this paperwork, all these documents and all that, because it's not something that's simple. And then they get this money. Everybody gets a cut of that money, and they get to control you. And they say that you're mentally unstable, you cannot make decisions, and they need to make decisions for you. Then they're living in your house. If you get a house, they're living in your house, living off your money, off your monthly checks, whatever it is. They're good like that. That's one. And then the other way, you was exposing them. That's the other bird that they knocked. You was exposing them, so they needed to lie about you. They needed you to be in a psych ward or to look crazy, so that when you start saying things that start to make sense, and people start being like, they just dismiss it because they already think that you tweaking. Okay? So yeah, that's why they wanted to do this gag order on you. All right? And then lying. You know, it's like many different reasons. Okay? So the 90s. Somebody's born in the 90s. Tell you more. Something could have happened in the 90s. A female security guard is involved in this. Team Celibate, shout out to us. Okay, we got to protect our energy right now, because the Karmics, they're trying to find any way to get into our energy and attack. Okay, even if it's through fuck boys and fuck girls, and then they end up fucking us, you know what I'm saying, and throwing us off our path. So Team Celibate is where it's at. All right, y'all already know I'm always preaching about that. That's what Spirit wants us to do. All right, so look, double confirmation. We got they're getting haunted right now, and it says here, getting haunted, paranormal activity. They're seeing ghosts. Things are moving, things are falling. Like I said, Archangel Michael is pulling at their toes at night. They're feeling it, okay? They couldn't stop your rise. They tried. They absolutely tried, but no, they couldn't. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Pillow talking with an informant. Well, look at that. Somebody's talking with an informant. More confirmation that they're going to get locked up. They're going to be living hell on earth right there in the devil's... What is it they call it? The devil's belly? The devil's something. I think it's the devil's belly. That's where they're going to be at. Or in the devil's booty hole. All right. Somebody's first name, middle name, last name has an M in it. Oh, the belly of the beast. That's what they be saying. Look, Spirit reminded me of that, because I was like, how is that you say that again? It's the belly of the beast. Well, I said the devil. So the devil, the beast, whatever. That's where they're going to be at in prison. All right. We have here, they're going bald. This came out the other day. It was another card talking about somebody going bald. So confirmation that somebody's going to be bald-headed and in prison. Okay. What else? And bankrupt, broke like a joke. What's over here? It says here, stay on your toes. Somebody trying to sneak up on you. I'm going to clarify that. And look, we got an airplane. So somebody could be trying to travel towards you. Let me clarify. All right, Holy Spirit, clarify. Trying to sneak up on you. Stay on your toes. So somebody is trying to sneak up on you with this airplane. They could be traveling towards you. For some of y'all, don't have to be on an airplane. It's just, you know, just symbolic of traveling. Like someone's going to travel towards you and sneak up on you. Let's see what we get with the tarot cards. Okay, we have here a King of Pentacles. And we got a King of Cups in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So in the upright, that's you. In the reverse, that's a Karmic. What is this Karmic trying to do to this King of Pentacles? All right. You are someone that you have some type of stability. All right, you're generous with your stability. Let me see what's out. Oh, a sacrifice. Look at that. Or they want to keep you, they want to trap you somehow, have you stuck somehow. Okay, coming towards you. Give me more on this Hangman. All right, with this energy, you are generous, you are very abundant, you're disciplined, you are in some type of leadership position, or you're just you always been a leader. All right, you're not a karmic, you're not a follower. You can have your own business. You just financially stable, you're abundant. And this person here makes bad choices, they're manipulative. Okay, this is the karmic here. So with this Hangman, they're trying to keep you stuck, trying to trap you somehow with this energy. This is also a sacrifice. Let's see. Give me more on this energy, Spirit. They want to put up an illusion. Look at this. This is an illusion right here. Illusion. See that? They want to take this opportunity to do this to you and put up like an illusion. Look, we have the Emperor. So this is telling me you are in control. That's why they need to put up an illusion. Like you have control of, like, let's say, of people who have access to you. You know, you could be team celibate right now, you know, like me. Like I've been telling you, team celibate, protect your energy. Like they're trying to find different ways to come at you. So you've been protecting your energy. Something about you being in this Emperor energy, even if you're a female, you know, you're in this energy of having control right now. Having control of your life, of who has access to you. So that's why they feel like they need to put up this illusion. All right, what's the goal? Like, I mean, what are they going to get out of this? We already see the goal is to trap you, somehow set you up, keep you stuck somehow. Let's see why they're doing this. What is the goal if they do this? We have here, look, this is you. Like if they get you out of your power, because the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Wands is like you're not able to protect yourself. You're not standing in your power. You're not able to fight back. Oh my God, where is this going? It sounds very drastic. Like I'm feeling like, again, they're trying to set you up, trying to, like, again, feeling you, like you feeling trapped, wrap you up, tie you up or some shit so that you cannot fight back. What's at the bottom here? Look at that. They got to make sure that you don't get out of that. Look, they want you like that, 10 of Swords. Because if they're able to sacrifice you, they're moving upward. They're going to get out of rock bottom, okay? Because this is rock bottom for somebody. So it's like they want you in rock bottom. If they could get you in rock bottom, if they could tie you up and throw you somewhere, unalive you, whatever they're trying to do here, they're going to be able to move forward. They're going to be able to let go of the past. So they need to do this. Somebody is telling them if they want to come up, if they want to level up in ranking, if they want to, you know, to get to the next level in something, a religion, a group, a brotherhood, sisterhood, organization, secret society, whatever. Even if it's just somebody who's right now going through a struggle and they need money. They need to get out of this rock bottom one way or another. And they're like, okay, I'll do whatever I got to do. Just give me the right amount. That's what I'm getting. Like, if they could take you out, this is sounding like a hit. This is like a hit right here, okay? If they could get you out of the way for somebody, or somebody's telling them like, okay, this is your challenge. If you could do this, we'll give you this money. You know, like somebody's trying to get you out of the way. They don't want you to be able to fight back. They want to trap you. They want to tie you up. They want to do something to you. So you are protected, okay? Protect your energy. Right here. Stay on your toes. Meaning, be aware of your surroundings. If you could change up your route, do that. Okay? Change up your route. Don't go the same way to work every day. You know, pay attention to your surroundings. And that's it. Just know that you are protected. Do not operate from an energy of fear, okay? Because that lowers your vibration, and then they could start attacking you. They want you to be scared. They want your vibration to be lowered, okay? So you need to be confident and trust that you are protected, all right? But somebody's trying to sneak up on you, and they're not going to be able to do that. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, divine intervention be happening. Ain't nobody going to sneak up on you. Anything else, Spirit? Exactly. Ain't nobody gonna sneak up on you. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna be triumphant no matter what. All right. Nobody's gonna be able to do nothing. This is just letting you know what they're planning. All right. So that you could be 5 steps ahead of the game. That's it. This is all spiritual boot camp. Okay. It's all a game until we get to heaven on earth. And then that's it. Game over. They lost. We won. Okay. A female police officer is involved. This could be you or one of these karmics. Let me see over here what fell. What is this? They're trying to transfer their bad karma to you through a cursed gift. Okay, so somebody gonna try to meet up with you and give you a cursed gift, and this is gonna do some type of destiny swap, and it's not gonna work. All right. If you are non-confrontational, this is only for some people. Some people be like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. Some people are they don't want to have no drama. So you take the gift and just throw it away, cleanse your hands, okay? Go put some salt on your hands, go, pray, light a candle, whatever you want to do. You are protected. I need you to understand that no matter what they do, it's not going to work, okay? You are protected. God is already letting you know what they're doing. But now, if you could avoid this situation and don't open the door, don't meet up with them, whatever, then avoid them, okay? Look, spiritual handler. All right. And I said for some reason, I said, cleanse your hands with some salt or something. So handler. Okay. So somebody's trying to, they're trying to be your handler. All right. With this gift, they could open up portals in your house. They could siphon your energy. So yeah, you don't need none of that. Okay. Number 7, that's July. Somebody could be born in July on the 7th day, or somebody's a life path number 7. All right, let's see what else I got here. Somebody has a rose tattoo on this one right here. Fell out too. Oh, we have I'm not even gonna say that word because it used to be on some shit. Somebody could be doing this. Somebody is doing that. All right, they could be doing some type of sex magic or something like that. It says legally married in a sham marriage to obtain immigration benefits. Okay, so I don't know if 2 siblings are married and they getting freaky. All right, somebody is legally married, but it's only to obtain immigration benefits. Expect communication from the court. Any official message or info sent by a judge or court clerk to the parties involved regarding a legal case. All right. Oh my God. And we have here sue everyone involved. My goodness. All right. So you could be suing everybody involved. For some of y'all, your manager too. Your manager gonna get it. Everybody gonna get it. Oh my God. Okay. So you're gonna sue everybody. Like I said, there's doctors involved in all of this, like doctors, lawyers, a bunch of crooked people. We got police officers here, who was involved with them taking your money and making up this fake paperwork and all this other shit. All right, so you're suing everybody involved. The hospital, everybody. We got a foster child is involved in this. You could be a foster child. We got a narcissistic mother. Look, this could be a foster mother. We have here a complex, an apartment complex. Somebody lives in an apartment complex. Maybe somebody owns one, works in one. Take it how it resonates. Look, I just said works in one. Somebody could work in an apartment complex. But we have here a coworker, and it says from your past job is involved. Somebody who has a Chevrolet pickup truck is involved. The year of the rabbit is significant. Somebody could be born in one of these years, or something happens in one of these years. A couple is involved. Okay, we saw from the beginning of the reading that your brother and his wife is involved in this. Let's clarify this word right here. Like, why are they doing this? Is this like disturbing? Like, I know this is disturbing, but like pleasure. What is this? Airplane. Okay, that was supposed to stay there. Are they doing this because they're pleasuring themselves, or is it because they're doing some type of ritual on the collective? What can we get on that energy, Holy Spirit? Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups here in the reverse. Unrequited love, sadness, abandonment. What? Somebody walked away from us. Listen, Somebody was in a relationship. Listen, somebody needs to know this. What? Yo, this is weird. Okay. Somebody walked away from a karmic relationship, right? So now, what's this Ace of Cups reverse, Holy Spirit? That's a breakup. So why are they getting freaky with their sibling? Is that why you broke up with them? Somebody broke up with somebody because you found out that they was dealing with their sibling? Oh my goodness. You found out they was dealing with their sibling because this is, look, devastation, disappointment, overindulgence, yo, shattered dreams, a nightmare, emotionally draining relationship. Like, this is giving, like, you found out they was smashing their sibling and you walked away. Wow. As you should. But my goodness, that's crazy. That's some Tubi movie shit. Okay, anything else? Okay, so let's do this. It felt like this. I think it should be like this. Oh, we got it again. We got 2 cards, 2 different decks, the same thing. Somebody walked away. So now we have, oh my God, look, they want to get back into your energy. They want you to take them back. This is crazy. Bottom of the deck, we have here the Strength card. This is like a domination spell. So, listen. Are these people having SCX because of a ritual, Holy Spirit? Is this a ritual? Let me see. If it's not a domination spell, like they're doing some type of sex magic, somebody just wants to have control over you again. They want, you know, I don't know again, but for somebody it's again, because again just came out. But they want to have control over you. They want to run your life. They want you to take them back no matter what. Even if they were smashing their relative, they don't care. Let me see what card fell out. Where is it? Okay, right here. Hold on. It's under my chair. Wow. Listen, the Hermit in the reverse is like a practitioner or someone that is using their spiritual knowledge for evil. So yes, with this right here, you could have found out that they're getting freaky and you walked away, but they're not just getting freaky. You know, we saw overindulgence. It's not like they're just doing this because they're weird. They're doing this because they are trying to do some type of ritual. Wow. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands reverse. Let me see what was vibrating like that. Okay, this phone right here. My bad, y'all. Let me turn this shit off. Okay, so with Queen of Wands reverse, this is a promiscuous person. This is somebody that they don't mind to do something strange for a little piece of change, even if they gotta get freaky with their relative, sibling, cousin, whatever, to be able to do some type of magic, some type of voodoo. Damn, that's really disturbing. So we gotta be careful. All right, they do this because it's like some type of, look, it's some type of like way for them to be able to manifest. You see how it says manifestation of ideas? You see how it says here rewards, results coming to fruition, a return on their investments, hard work paying off. You know, like they was getting freaky and they're able to manifest things like that. This is like a sex ritual that they was doing with each other. Somebody, or maybe if you didn't know for sure that they was getting freaky, you felt it. Maybe you felt like they was too friendly with each other. I don't know, too comfortable with each other. You walked away. This is somebody that walked away and they're getting freaky with their cousin to do some, or look, I said cousin, that could be somebody's cousin that just came out. A cousin, a sibling, whatever. They're getting freaky with this relative because they're trying to manifest you back, doing some type of spell, okay? Some type of domination spell, some type of sex magic, ritual, weird shit, all right? And they need you because they need your energy, all right? They're able to siphon from your energy. They're able to manifest with your energy. So, you know, when you're dealing with people like this, it's like the demon that is attached to them needs your energy. So that's why they're doing all this weird shit. Because that's some weird shit right there. Disturbing weird shit right there. All right. Anything else, Spirit? Well, that was too many, and I feel like it didn't even come out right. Okay. Okay, so somebody, like I said, somebody's part of a secret society, organization, a cult, a coven. This one in particular says a gay cult or coven. It could be majority, a lot of gay people in this cult or coven or group, secret society, whatever. Yeah, look, we got a social climber. All right, some type of society here, a group. It says they believe the lies about you. Somebody, again, we saw they was lying about you. It was coming out here that somebody was lying about you to people. All right, we saw, and somebody believed the lies. Somebody thought that you was, what was it? Community ding-a-ling, community poom-poom. Somebody thought you was for the streets, or somebody thought that you was mentally unstable. All right, so we have here holiday or vacation. Give me one on this. Physical attack. Listen, I'm telling you, like, and y'all heard my son, he's playing video games. He's like, that was like confirmation, because, you know, it sounds like a physical attack. Like, you know, somebody could, matter of fact, we have vacation coming up for Thanksgiving, the last week of this month. There's vacation. There's no school that week, the last week of this month. So that's the vacation. That's the holiday. This could be when they're planning to travel towards you and try to do this physical attack. But I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. I want to clarify this. Let's clarify. I trust that it's not going to happen, because I'm telling you, we are protected. God has been showing me that we are protected. All right? Shit ain't no game out here. What's this paper? Shit ain't no game. Holy Spirit, what's going to be the outcome when they try to do this physical attack, this setup on the collective? What's going to be the outcome? Okay, what's gonna be the outcome? We have here the Queen of Cups. So for some of y'all, this is you. The Queen of Cups, or if you're not the Queen of Cups, you're the King of Cups. You're someone who's divine. You are intuitive. You're kind. All right? Because you are in this energy. You see how it says also intuitive? Your intuition is on point. You're 10 steps ahead of the game. So how are they going to catch you slipping when you're already aware of your surroundings? You're already aware of the situation. That's what's going to fuck everything up for them. When we are aware, again, how do you know everything? So because you are aware and you are in this divine energy, okay, you're not in the reverse, you're in the upright, male or female, they're not going to be able to do this. 10 of Pentacles. Remember, if they was able to set you up and do what they was ordered to do to you, they was going to get your inheritance, the money. All right, they was gonna be able to leave a legacy. All right, this is big money. Again, this is a hit that you was under an attack. Okay, you was under a hit. All right, I guess, yeah, like they had a hit on your head. All right, they was gonna pay this person. Remember, this person was gonna get out of rock bottom. This person was going to be able to level up and get out of their problems. This is the money that they was gonna get. They're not going to get this money. So like I said, your spirit team, the Most High God, your ancestors, all your friends are dead. All my friends are dead, all right? All our friends right now is in the spirit realm. They're protecting us. Nobody in the physical realm is going to touch you, all right? So confirmation, they're not going to be touched. More confirmation right here with the Ace of Pentacles reverse. They're not getting this money, okay? All right. What else, Holy Spirit? Anything else? Yo, this is the karmic couple trying to set you up. Double confirmation. And it's in your family. This is your brother and his dusty ass wife. Look. Confirmation. Oh, look. Confirmation. I forgot that I wrote power of attorney in the back. Wow. And that's actually confirmation, because I said power of attorney. Yo, these people, they're trying to get this money and keep this money. They got this money. They don't want to pay. They're going to have to pay you this money and then some. And somebody's going to prison. They're trying to pay somebody to set you up because they don't want this to get out. They don't want you to keep talking about them stealing from you. This couple and your family. So be aware that they're going to try something this month. All right. Around the holiday, around Thanksgiving. And that's when shit is going to hit the fan. All right. Let me pull now some names and then we're going to close this out. All right, if you see your name here, this is giving you confirmation that there's a message here for you, so pay attention. If you see a karmic's name, this is your confirmation. The karmic is involved. All right. Doris, Judy, Monica, April, Kobe, Wendy, Frazier, Irma, George, Melly, Carly, Ariana, DeAndre, Pineda, Paula, Bronson, Yaelin, Casey, Melly, Hill, Ceballos, Fleming, Powell, and Jacob. Damaris, Ron, Monique, Gordon, Carlito, Stone, Miles, Bibi, Banks, Malcolm, Marquise, Tariq, Lamont, Dion, Wesley, Caleb, Reese, Bonita, Akeem, Cheyenne, Cannon, Jack, White, Triana, Jack, I think I said Jack, right? Taveras. Let me see. I'm being nosy. Hold on. Who's that passing by my window? Okay. Oh, confirmation with the paranoia. The karmic is going to be paranoid. They're going to be like, yo, somebody sneaking through the window. Oh, my God. Okay. So, where was I up to? Let's just start with Carlitos, Stone, Miles, Bibi, Malcolm, Banks, Marquise, Tariq, Dion, Lamont, Wesley, Caleb, Reese, Bonita, Akeem, Cheyenne, Cannon, White, Tiana, Jack, Taveras, Tyson, Claudia, Denise, Butler, and Angeli. Tanya or Tania, Leroy, Devin, Selena, Howard, Cohen, Bill, Randy, Norris, Cassandra, Erin, Lisa, Simon, LeBron, Green, Remy, and Davis. Yo, that is so crazy because I kept thinking about Remy Ma every time I said that. Who's that looking through my window? Nobody. What is it? Nobody, bitch, because I live in a penthouse. Something like that. I just kept hearing that part of my head. Nobody. I'm in a penthouse. Yo, so I don't know, Remy Ma, like maybe something's going on with Remy Ma right now. All right, I'll be picking up on these celebrities' energies because again, we are all souls, okay? Souls, and no matter if you're celebrity or not, we karmic souls or we are divine souls, okay? So I'm picking up on souls. So Remy Ma is part of somebody's collective. Either one, I don't know. Did I say all these names? Did I say this already? I'm telling you, when I be saying these names, it's like I go into a portal or something and I be forgetting. Did I say Lisa? Okay, I think I said, I remember LeBron. Okay, so Lisa. I don't know if I said Lisa. Anyway, back into the portal I go now, right? Oh my God. Haiti, Macy, Tim, Indira, Rios, Daisy, Sanita, Jayla, Zora, Ali, Jayla. You see, again, I don't know if I said Jayla. Malik, Raphael, Delia, Skip, Clay, Paula, Kiera, Ashton, Deshay, Michael, Gabe, Mike, Keaton, George, Reynaldo, Cole, and Leonela. Okay? All right, that was a struggle with these names right now. I was distracted. All right, y'all. So that's what I got here. I hope I was able to bring clarity and confirmation to whoever needed to receive this message. Stay woke. Okay? Spiritual court is now adjourned. Peace.